The minister said, I have no business with the master plan. They are the ones that have the master plan. The truth of the matter is that the master plan is a public document that I have had in my possession long before he came to the FCT. And also, in interacting with several ministers, as I have done long before I became a senator, I knew the purpose and the use of those green areas. Even when it's allocated, they stress the fact that you cannot put any permanent structure on it. That's why you only see tents on them, or just chairs and people sitting around and eating, never permanent things. Because even a year before that, I also stressed in the Senate in a motion that I brought when he wanted to take over an estate. I brought up the green areas again, explaining that all the services go through there. Our water, our sewage, our electricity, then also right of way for Abuja mass transit that was planned, part of the plan. They're all gone. Now that's not an issue. They can always be restored. Once there's a will, there's a way. At that time, the Senate ruled, they accepted the motion of a subcommittee to look into it. Also, but those were part of my prayers, which the Senate accepted, that the minister must stop all revocations and demolitions until that subcommittee, the ad hoc committee, has reviewed. I must say, to date, I'm not aware that that ad hoc committee ever sat. And the minister continued demolishing as if the National Assembly, the Senate, never spoke. I tried to draw the attention of the Senate to the fact that because there's a compliance, legislative compliance unit that's supposed to ensure that whatever we say is complied with. They said, talk to them. I did. Nobody answered me. Talk to the members of the committee. They said, well, and it's good to note that the chairman of that committee is the same one you saw in December, the Deputy Senate President, who was saying that Wike is the best thing that's ever happened to Abuja. And even after I knew the motion would not be, because everything that has to do with FCT is pushed under the carpet, I'm sorry to say, with all due respect to the Senate, of which I'm a member. We're supposed to oversight him. We're supposed to approve. And I have brought to the attention of the leadership of the Senate that FCT is borrowing money. I have never seen Wike come to the National Assembly to come before the Senate to ask for approval of anything. So it means all the money is borrowed.
Just the budget?
Just the budget. And the budget, that's it. He comes, the committee, FCT committee, and that's the only time it ever sits. Will now, at the committee meeting, approve the budget, then the Senate approves it overall. Finish.
Are you saying that he's been taking loans without approval by the Senate?
I am definitely saying he's been taking loans without the approval of the National Assembly. I don't know about the House, but certainly not the Senate. Now, why do I know that? I was reading somewhere. Debt Management Office has those loans taken from August 2023 to March 2026. I know that Wike has never, if anybody contradicts me, they should bring the votes and proceedings of the day that Wike came to the National Assembly to ask for approval for anything. The president from whom he derives his powers brings his request for loans, appointments, everything. And Wike's powers cannot be more than the powers from which he derives his own.